Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the forecast function. Now, what the forecast function does is it calculates a future value based on some past linear data. So basically, you've got two sets of linear data here. I'll call this the X data. This will plot an X-axis. We have years of experience. And then we have sales volume, and this is the amount. So in this example, it's taking the assumption that with the more years of experience, the more money a salesperson should be able to bring in. So one thing about using the forecast data is that it needs to use linear data. So the data, when you chart it out, it should kind of go up in a straight line. If it doesn't, if it's all over the place, like it's up and down, then that's going to give some inaccurate results. So that's one of the assumptions with using the forecast function. Now, for this example, I'm going to show you how to use the forecast function to make a hiring decision. Let's say, for example, you are going to hire some sales folks, and you've already got a group of salespeople with different years of experience. So based on the years of experience of someone that you're going to hire potentially, what do you think their potential sales volume should be? So what can you forecast? Well, you can do that with the forecast function. And it's actually fairly simple to use. It takes a couple arguments, not too many. So let's start off with the forecast function. It takes a couple arguments, and you can just type equal forecast. I'm going to go ahead and just tab to complete it. So here's this little screen tip here. The forecast, it takes an X, some known Y's, and then some known X's. I'm going to also go ahead and bring up the insert function window here so you can see a little bit more of a description. So the known X, this X here, this is the data point which you want to predict. Let's say, for example, we're going to hire somebody that has 30 years of experience, right? We're going to use D14. The known Y's are right here, the sales volume. So as I mentioned before, this is going to be our X and this is going to be our Y. So I'm going to go ahead and select this range here. You can see that it's selected C2 to C11. You can also notice down here the arguments are being built out here. And the known X's are my years of experience. So I'm going to go ahead and select from B2 to B11. So once I click OK, what we're going to get is the expectation is if we hire somebody with 30 years of experience based on what we know from our group here, that person should be able to provide about a little over $46,000 of potential sales. Now, if we hire somebody with 10 years of experience, we should see something in line with this amount here, this $21,000. And we see that we are given something close to $21,000, about $20,877. So based on this particular set of data, this X and Y data that we've charted out here, if we hire somebody in with a certain amount of years of experience, this TBH is to be hired, that is the amount that we are forecasting that we'll get for the sales volume for this type of person, for this person with this amount of years of experience. So that's one of the ways that you can use the forecast command. You can use the forecast command as long as you have a range of X and Y variables. You can forecast out a Y variable based on an X variable. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.